Now, a story from the Independent in Great Britain, and it is about chemicals and pesticides that are causing really havoc for different animal species throughout the world, including human beings. We are exposed to 100,000 new chemicals in recent years, 100,000 different chemicals. And some of these chemicals, according to ChemTrust, which is a charity that drew on more than 250 scientific studies from around the world, some of these chemicals are what you call endocrine disruptors, or another word for them is gender benders. So what they're doing is they're affecting the gender of all these different animals. And for some reason, they're turning them from men into women. So I'll give you some stats so you know what I'm talking about. And University of Florida researchers found that 40% of male cane toads have become hermaphrodites. So toads that used to be dudes now have a penis and vagina. Do toads have penises and vaginas? Probably not. But they have the sex organs of both male and female toads. I should know what they have, but I don't, unfortunately. Damn it, Jim, I'm a talk show host. I'm not a biologist. Anyway, 20% of them have undergone lesser feminization. So overall, 60% have done feminization. 2/3 of the male Sitka black-tailed deer in Alaska, deer, have been found to have undescended testes and deformed antler growth. And roughly the same proportion of white-tailed deer in Montana were discovered to have genital abnormalities. In Alaska, they've also found polar bears. I'm not sure if they were in Alaska, but they're polar bears that are hermaphrodites as well. An unexpected number of hermaphrodite polar bears. So, penis, vagina, polar bear running around. Okay, can go either way, but I wouldn't try it. And this has affected bald eagles. This has affected fish. It affects fish the most because they live in the water, and so if the chemical gets in the water, they literally breathe it in all the time. So it really messes with their genes. Now, it's also affecting human beings. And what does it lead to? Flat out more women being born than used to be. They say in the U.S. and Japan, there are 250,000 less men born than they would have normally expected if the numbers were as they normally are in history, which is not 50-50 as everybody thinks. It's actually 106 boys are born for every 100 girls that are born, normally. But now it's not the same proportion anymore. And furthermore, we have sperm counts going down. Studies in over 20 countries have shown that they have dropped from 150 million per millimeter of sperm fluid to 60 million over 50 years. So that's a drop of almost 2/3. So that means a lot less people are getting pregnant, too. And that's why people are having trouble with getting pregnant, because our sperm counts are lower. Why? Because of the pesticides and the chemicals. And point number 3, especially kids whose moms have been exposed to more chemicals as they're pregnant and then born, have smaller penises. Some are even having, as they say, undescended testes. That means your balls don't come down.
Oh.
Okay. So, you know what that made me think, this whole story? We got to cut these pesticides out, man.
Yeah, we are totally ruining this world.
But like literally.
Yes, like every animal. I mean, from frogs to eagles to humans. It's insane.
The polar bear's looking down going, what the hell happened, man? I got 2 of these things. I didn't used to have these. We are really, we're fucking with the world. That's what we're doing. With all the animals and ourselves. And then one day, we're not going to be able to have kids anymore. And we're like, what the hell happened?
Can you imagine?